I'm so proud of me. Put the streets on top where they supposed to be. The sky is the limit, that's what Jesus said. Jesus said, Jesus said, Jesus said.
Dog, 50, it's been going. Non-stop. Now, I know 50 ain't creating this stuff. I know he ain't fighting this stuff, finding this stuff. I think he got a team that's like, yo, Fifth, yo, check this out. Yo, Fifth, check this out, right? This one right here, Joe Budden was on his podcast, and, you know, they was talking about 50 and the whole Irv Gotti situation, you know, and Joe Budden was basically alluding like, yo, 50 need counseling, right? Now, I know, like, I understand why 50 went off, because as somebody that, you know, go through stuff, you don't want somebody that's not in your world to say live on a podcast, you need counseling. When you don't know all the story, you don't know the facts, and you never live how I live to understand, right? And I feel like that's how Joe went off, right? Joe said that not understanding and knowing, it's a lot behind that. And on top of that, like I said, when 50 did the Earth, I thought that was growth. Because, like I said in the last drawing, I thought it was gonna be a whole lot worse. But at the end of what he said, he still said God bless him. You're not gonna say that if it's like it would have been a whole lot more. You see these drill rappers, you see how they go. If you look at 50 posts, it wasn't that bad. He said the smoking Irv pack, you feel me? Of course, that was coming with it. And a lot of people like to forget what Irv actually said about 50, even up until, you know what I'm saying, the medical problems. Like, doing interviews, when you talk about 50 is BS, you know? So, 50, I feel like that was the high road when it comes to 50. You know, so 50 saw that, and he went crazy on Joe. He went crazy on Joe, yo. And it was not. I don't know if Joe responded. I don't know if he will. I don't think he should. Because once the AI pictures of Joe Budden starting to pop up, and 50 was posting them, I said, it's over. Joe, either apologize. If you don't want to apologize, move on. And let this be a lesson to everybody out there that feel like they want to put themselves in people's situations, right? Speaking about stuff you don't really know about, because the outcome could be like this, or worse. See, what I'm doing, I'm giving my position on the actual back and forth, right? I'm not saying, yo, 50, yo, he should get counseling. Yo, 50, what's wrong with 50, man? Or Irv, like, yo, man, why Irv, you know, like, why he still talking? Like, he shouldn't be talking like that. See, like, when you start inserting yourself in situations, when people lash it out on you because you have nothing to do with this, so you're going to get the worst. Whatever they're doing to each other, you're going to get the worst of it because this is not your lane. You shouldn't be over here. Get out the park. The gangsters is here. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like figurative speech and stuff. It's not, whatever. I don't know these people. But he was wilding on Joe. Even to this day, he's still wilding on Joe. So we're gonna have to figure out if Joe responds or not, man. But then after Joe, he went right back to BMF. Still letting Meech have it. Even little Meech, man. And a lot of people saying, you know, 50 whack, he corny, why he doing this, why he doing that. When you live by certain principles, you stand on these principles. A lot of people that got a problem with how 50 is moving about this type of stuff, you don't stand for anything, or you don't stand for much. If you stand on loyalty, that goes both sides. That means loyalty to me and loyalty to whoever you're supposed to be loyal to. So when he flipped on Little Meech, it's because in that message, Little Meech was saying, yo, my dad is doing this. Like, it sounded like, yo, he will give me up if we was doing crimes. Just to get out. He was collateral damage regardless. Now, like Boosie said, and you know, this is what Boosie said on Vlad. I actually don't want to play the clip because Vlad don't be playing by his clips, you feel me? But Boosie said, yo, I would have said, man, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, that's my daddy, nigga, fuck you. And that's exactly what Lil Meech should have did. You know, Lil Meech should have been riding with his pops. Because at the end of the day, the you and 50 thing is over. And I'm kind of like that too, where it's like, I can't be friends with you for real if you're friends with my enemy still. Because if you're friends with my enemy, and I'm not saying 50 and Big Meech are enemies, but it's like, I can't tell you something and expect it not to go over there. I know it's gonna go over there. I just know. I know it's gonna go over there. And then I have to watch my back. And I know you may or may not come over here and tell me something. I can't respect that. You know? So 50's acting how he's acting. And then on top of that, it's more so like, yo, everything I've done for you, dog, understand that you could have kind of prevented your pops from doing this stuff. Now, you can say, yo, man, my pops, he just said, F it, he want the bread, this and that. But that still won't mean anything because guess what? You had millions, allegedly. Like, I don't know how much you had, but everyone is saying that he got millions off of this stuff. So if you made millions off this stuff, why are you broke now? Why are you depending on your next BMF check? You know, where you should have been a little more responsible and had your dad good so your dad ain't out here trying to softly extort people. You know? And I'm not saying he's soft, I'm just saying it's soft, it's like soft extortion. You know, because it's like, hey man, y'all using my name, y'all doing this, y'all coming around, at least give me some money. Big Meech shouldn't have to do that. Because Lil Meech should have had enough to the side to be like, yo, Pops, this is for you. And that would have probably stopped Meech from being like, yo, I need to get a bag. Because his son got the bag. And then that's when Meech probably would have just been like, all right, cool, I can chill. And then it would have been a more thing where him and 50 probably would have had a conversation about the whole Ross thing. Where Meech was like, yo, man, I know you and Ross got a thing going on, man. Is it an issue if I get a bag over there? You know, like, would it be an issue? It's not saying it's not him asking permission. It's just to see, like, yo, will this affect our relationship? That, bro, like, BMF, the series, that probably would have turned into a movie. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, it's nothing now. Or whatever. It'd be funny if all this is a play and BMF come out for 2-3 more seasons. But it don't look like that. It look a little crazy right now, you know. Even Yayo's on Vlad right now, giving his perspective on things. So I think it's real. I think it's real. If not, this is the greatest rollout to a season I've ever seen in my life.